Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are in the world, to all you beautiful sons and daughters of Odin out there in the wonder that is Midgard. My name is Runic John, and today I'm going to tell you a story. Here's a stone. Here's a stone. It looks a bit like a kidney bean. It looks just like a normal everyday stone, and to most people it would be a normal everyday stone. But it's not. This is a magical stone. This is a stone that links me back in time, connects me to a specific plant ally, plant helper, spiritual friend, if you will, and a specific story. In many ways, this stone is a nexus point. It is a portal back in time. As an artist, a maximalist, I think that I am a maximalist because I seem to have a lot of stuff, and somebody who likes stuff, who likes physical objects and finds beauty and magic in physical objects. There are many different objects you pick up on your magical journey through your life. I love them. And they're quite funny because to some people they just look like everyday little things, but to you, they probably hold an experience, or they are, like this stone, a nexus point that takes you back in time, or takes you to a specific moment and invokes, both I suppose, the feeling that you had at that moment, or the knowledge that you got at that moment, or the power. Some objects connect you to the other world, and some objects connect the other world to you. So through that object, a certain being or a certain ond or energy or rune or whatever, or combination of runes or place, finds expression in the physical world. That's kind of the thing with this stone here. I call it my Datura stone, and this is its story. I'd just been to a festival abroad with my friend Cow and his girlfriend Lally, and we were driving in the van, and we went to this weird place in Germany and stopped in this kind of like car park. It was pitch black at night, probably about like 12 or something. We stopped in this weird car park. It just had an eerie feel. It just had a really odd feel. We both woke up, well, all of us woke up, we all had really fucking freaky dreams, and we're like, oh my God, like, what the hell was that? It was like a horror show, literally like a horror show. Like, I had a dream that I'd been pulled out of my tent in the middle of the night and been dragged down to some cellar, put in chains and tortured. It's like, I don't have them fucking dreams. That is so weird. So there were definitely some kind of experience, something had happened there, or there was some energy, or some kind of whatever that was causing people to have those experiences. It made me wonder if anybody else had had that when they'd been there. Anyway, whatever the cause, we were all a bit like, what the fuck was that? And we got into the van in such speed that I didn't even put the tent down. We just ripped out the pegs and jammed the full tent in the back. I was like, oh my God, get on the road, get away from this dissolutive place. It's obviously a fucking giant's backyard or something. It's like, let's get away. So we set off and we drove down, and we got like, I don't know if we were in Belgium or in France, but we got to the edge of one of those and it were night time. And we drove into this, like, there were nowhere to stop. So we drove in and got into the side somewhere. And it was like dark. And I was in my tent. And I got out of into the pitch darkness. And I had this tiny headlight on, And I'm looking somewhere to put my tent. And as I'm looking, I look down, still feeling a bit, the point is I'm still feeling a bit like, oh my God, last night was weird, hope tonight ain't like that. So I'm looking down and I saw this little plant, and I looked, and it was a Datura. It was tiny, about that big, in the middle of all this like earth. And I looked at it, and I was thinking, oh, I wonder if here's a good place. And the plant spoke to me. I saw the plant in my head, and it said, put your tent here, right next to me. Don't squash me. And I will wrap my arms around you tonight, and I'll keep you safe. And I thought, oh, I need to be kept safe. That's lovely. Thank you very much. I do have a bit of a thing with Datura plants. They grow really quickly for me, and I've had some experiences with them. Let me just say now, do not do Datura. It is not a good plant to do. It can kill you and send you insane forever. I'm not recommending that. It's just an interesting story and magic that I'm trying to share here. I went to bed that night, and I had a beautiful dream, and I was asleep, and this woman came to me. She was dressed in green, and she had all like the fronds of the Datura, the little spikes and things coming out of the leaves. The leaves are like that, the lead spikes coming out, and we were dancing, and it was lovely. Woke up feeling absolutely fantastic. Sun's out, as it is over there, Oh, it's beautiful. I know. I got it. I was in my tent. I thought, oh, I think I probably needed a pee or something. It was too early really to get out. So I got out of the tent and I opened the door of the tent and I put my head out and I could smell it instantly. I mean, I had smelt something the night before, but this morning, in the morning, it was very strong, and I was like, my God, it's like super, like, sensual perfume. Amazing smell. And I kind of recognised it, but I couldn't place it exactly. Put my head around the corner, and there I was. Literally, Datura had wrapped itself around me, and the van was over here, and I was in the middle of an amphitheatre of giant Datura plants, massive, like, field full of them, with me in the middle of it, and this tiny little baby one right at the edge of my tent, which was kind of amazing. Obviously, I was well excited and ended up spending all the morning collecting Datura leaves, and I did some like journeys and meditations with the Datura spirits and the seeds and all sorts of stuff, and we got a really good connection going there. So we're about to go, and I put the tent up. And I said thank you very much to the Datura spirit, to the Datura Wight. Wight is the word we use for spirits in our tradition. To the Datura Wights. And I got down on my hands and knees to speak to the little one on the floor and to leave it a bit of bread or a little drink or something. And right in front of it, right, with a not seen before, I'd swear blind that he wasn't there the night before. Right in front of it was this stone. And it just said to me, it said, take this stone to remind you of me, and to connect you to our tribe, to the Datura tribe. So there we are. And that stone's been with me for a long time now. It's my Datura stone. You'll find as you progress on your magical path that if you're anything like me, your house and cupboards and magical bags start off with one magic bag, end up with about 1 million of the magic suitcase, magic garage, magic house. Over time, you'll find that you might end up with lots of little objects like these, lots of little magical objects of power. And in a way, little stones like these and such objects become stepping stones on your path throughout your magical life. Well, that's my story for today. That's my Datura stone. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you very much for joining me, and I'll be back soon. Until then, hail Odin!